Costa chucks it up to Vidal. Pogba's effort! And the event is Pogba. Great effort! Great goal!
Marchisio. Grande sventagliata per Pogba. Gancio meraviglioso, Pogba!
While names like Modrić, Kroos or Bellingham dominate the European midfield, there is one player who, when he's in form, can surpass them all. A footballer with the physique of a tank, street-level talent and the mentality of a champion. Why is Paul Pogba perfect for Monaco? Pogba is unique. He has a powerful stride, a subtle touch and lethal vision on the pitch. His shot from outside the box is unpredictable and violent, and the best part, he uses both feet with a naturalness that few possess. When he accelerates, he breaks lines like a hot knife through butter, and his boldness, his relaxed but dominant style, make him different from any other midfielder. He doesn't play, he imposes. But will we see the decisive Pogba of big moments again? Is he really ready to shine at Monaco? At the end of the video, I'll reveal my opinion. Paul Pogba is a player who, despite his dominant physique, has a dribbling ability as natural as few midfielders in Europe. He currently averages 1.8 dribbles attempted every 90 minutes with a 63% success rate, placing him among the top 10 midfielders in the top 5 leagues in dribbling efficiency, surpassing even players like Federico Valverde or Goretzka. Also, in terms of progressive ball carries, Pogba averages 4.3 per match, ranking in the 80th percentile in Europe, proving that he not only dribbles but also gains key meters with every movement. A player of his size who combines power, technique and control is a visual spectacle in itself. Watching him play is a luxury, an attractive, elegant and dominant footballer on the ball. When Paul Pogba faces a one-on-one, he first imposes himself with his body, uses his frame to shield the ball with crushing ease, pulls the defender to his rhythm, and when it looks like he'll lose it, he feints with his hips, steps on the ball, or changes direction without losing control. His dribbling isn't explosive like a winger, it's calculated, hypnotic, elegant. He plays with time and space, uses his body as a shield and his technique as a tool, combines roulettes, slow stepovers, foot rolls, and small touches with the soul that completely disorient the opponent. He often receives with his back to goal, spins with a single touch, and breaks pressure with smooth movement. He doesn't need extreme speed, he needs half a second and a small gap to get out clean. His dribbling is about control, reading, and class. He's not a volume dribbler, but an impact dribbler. Every time he beats an opponent, he leaves a mark, and in many cases, starts a dangerous play or breaks through an entire line. Pogba doesn't just dribble, he dismantles entire defensive structures with his touch. When we talk about goals with Paul Pogba, we're talking about a midfielder who doesn't need to be near the box to be lethal. His strike is as powerful as it is precise, and even though he's not a natural goal scorer like a striker, every time he lines up a shot, it's a real threat. Currently, Pogba averages 0.14 goals per 90 minutes, which doesn't place him among the top midfield scorers, but he makes up for it with a devastating shot from range, a unique ability to arrive from deep, and a constant presence in finishing zones. In his last full league season before injuries, he scored 3 goals in Serie A, but the most impactful thing is how he does it. Compared to players like Rabiot, Camavinga or Barella, Pogba still stands out more in the quality of his strikes than the quantity, because when he decides to shoot, it's usually a real danger. His finishing style is unlike any other. When he's far from goal, Pogba usually sets up his shot in just 2 steps, adjusts his body, sets up, and hits a dry, powerful strike, often low and with spin. If he's closer, he looks for angles, uses the inside of his foot, and if needed, surprises with a soft chip. His ability to strike with both feet is one of his most underrated weapons. He's more natural with his right, but he doesn't hesitate to use his left when needed, and that makes him unpredictable. He can unleash a rocket from 30 meters or slip in a delicate lob in the box. When inspired, he even arrives unmarked from deep like a striker. His technique when finishing is always elegant, firm, and often spectacular. Pogba turns shooting into art. His instinct isn't about numbers, it's about timing. He shows up at just the right moment and converts chances that others wouldn't even dare to attempt. When we talk about Paul Pogba as an assister, we're talking about a player who understands the game a second ahead of everyone else. He's the kind of midfielder who can receive in the middle of the pitch and, within seconds, leave a teammate one-on-one with the keeper. His current average is 0.17 assists per 90 minutes, placing him in the mid-high range among elite midfielders, surpassing profiles like Declan Rice or Gavi, and approaching the numbers of players like Milinkovic-Savic or Zielinski in his last full season before injuries. He provided 5 league assists, proving that even in a tough year, his creative talent remained active. Pogba doesn't just assist, he creates advantages, opens defences with surgical passes, and always has the final pass in mind. His style when assisting is varied, instinctive and elegant. He loves to thread passes into space, especially when he has fast teammates, but he's also comfortable delivering the famous cutback pass, that low ball across the box that only needs a tap-in. He masters the long switch, driven crosses from deep, and also subtle first-touch passes that dismantle entire defences. Pogba assists with both feet without hesitation, allowing him to turn in any direction without losing time or precision. When near the box, he becomes a chance creator. His combinations are fast, often using 1-2s and smart movement, and many times he breaks lines without even lifting his head. His panoramic vision and confidence push him to try passes others don't even see. He has a special intuition to spot the run that's about to happen, not the one that already did, and that makes him a valuable player, not just for the numbers, but for what he generates around him. Paul Pogba isn't just physicality or dribbling, he's one of the most creative midfielders of his generation. His average of 3.4 key actions per 90 minutes places him in the 85th percentile across Europe among players in his position. He generates 1.7 clear chances per game and averages 1.1 passes between the lines every 90 minutes. Compared to other creative talents like Thiago Alcantara, Pedri, or Bernardo Silva, Pogba remains competitive, but with a more physical and vertical style. He's shone especially in open matches where midfield disruption is needed, like in Euro 2021 against Switzerland, or classics like Juve versus Inter, where he was key starting from deep and linking with the forwards at pace. He may not have the pure attacking midfielder numbers, but his creativity flows from deeper areas, giving him a unique tactical value to break lines from the origin of the play. Pogba's creativity is seen in how he changes rhythm, how he transforms an ordinary play into something unpredictable. He can unbalance defences with a single spin, a back heel, or an outside foot pass. His game reading is artistic. He often plays with pause, waits for the exact moment, and when he sees it, delivers a perfect ball that catches defenders off guard. He uses his body to shield and turn, mixes soft touches with aggressive direction changes, and when he's in form, he can give a play a complete twist in a second. He likes short combinations, but also has the vision to launch balls behind the defence, surprises with back heels, cheeky nutmegs, and those oriented controls that always leave him a step ahead. He creates advantages from inside channels, usually on the left half space, where he receives, turns and breaks lines with ease that seems casual, but it's pure game reading. Pogba doesn't repeat plays, he invents them. He has that creative instinct only the special ones have, and that's something Monaco could use like gold in their midfield. Although defence isn't Paul Pogba's strongest trait, that doesn't mean he's a player who just switches off. He currently averages 1.2 ball recoveries per 90 minutes, a figure below defensive midfielders like Rodri, Tchouaméni or Kimmich, but quite similar to offensive players like Jude Bellingham or Kevin De Bruyne. His successful tackle rate stands at 54%, showing that while he's not a defensive specialist, he does have presence and ability to intervene when needed. Compared to other attacking midfielders at AS Monaco like Golovin or Minamino, Pogba is stronger in duels, taller, more dominant physically, and can be a tactical tool in transitions or mid-block recoveries. When Pogba defends, he does so with positional intelligence. He's not one to chase blindly. He prefers to read the play, position himself well, and use his body to win the duel. He drops back when the team needs him, especially when the opposition threatens centrally, or when the full-back has pushed high and someone needs to cover. In high pressing, he might not be the most intense, but he's effective at cutting passing lanes, uses his reach to disturb and cover space, and in one-on-one duels, he wins more through strength and speed compared to other midfielders at Monaco. Pogba may not be the most intense, but he's one of the most impactful if focused on that role. His big advantage is that, when he recovers the ball, he does it cleanly and with intent, not just winning possession, but already thinking of launching the counter, something few offensive players do so clearly. Paul Pogba is power, talent, vision, and unpredictability, a player capable of changing the rhythm of a match in one moment. His elegant dribbling, powerful shot, ability to assist with both feet, and natural creativity make him a unique asset. If AS Monaco surrounds him well, he could become the team's true centerpiece, the one to make the difference in key moments. Will he be an undisputed starter at Monaco? How many goals can he score this season? Will he return to the Pogba who dominated at Juve and with France? It all depends on his physical condition and consistency, but if he stays healthy, there's no doubt. Yes, Paul Pogba is ready to shine at Monaco.